Yo ho ho, welcome back to the Amazing Survivors podcast. I'm Tremaine. Let's get into episode 10 of season 47 of Survivor. And I'm gonna make this pretty quick. Tron's still out of the country, but he should be back soon. And I'm very excited to talk to him about what he thinks about these last 3 episodes. Anyway, first off, the negotiation for rice. Kyle offers up all the shots in the dark. Someone said 2, and I think they kind of missed a negotiation tactic of go one more. Of course, then it comes down to who's going to be willing to give it up for the tribe and who's going to be able to keep theirs. Rachel, she just hopes somebody will give it up so she can eat, because she doesn't have hers. So negotiation-wise, I think Kyle was a little too eager to say all of them. And of course, Jeff's gonna take that like it's never been done. But all of them? Okay. We're gonna go back to the way it was before Shots in the Dark were, and see how people react to that, a little old school style. So I think they missed a little opportunity to negotiate a little bit more about that rice bag and the shots in the dark. Kind of cool, yes, but now I feel like trial is going to be a little bit more predictable, because there is no more shots in the dark. You don't have that variability. But you still got to work hard to make everyone feel comfortable before you blindside them, right? Now, I like this challenge. I feel like we see it fairly often. And it's always coming back down to Sue and Kyle being the last 2. And I don't know, I think maybe that's a little bit of where butting heads are, with Sue not liking Kyle because she's always getting beat by him. But who knows what's going on in the background of why she doesn't like him. So I will say Kyle's got to be kind of happy about that, because why not take out Sue sooner as opposed to later, because she's the only one that's really giving him a challenge. Everyone else is dropping so quick. You know, you'd think Sam was better. He's not. I don't know. I just feel like everyone else is not doing that well in challenges. They're dropping so fast. And so Kyle's got to be thinking, man, I feel like I can ride this to the end. I can win out on these challenges. No one else is really competing and giving me much of a challenge, outside of Sue a couple of times. And now Gabe, he's gone. Oh, spoiler. So, you know, Kyle's got to be feeling good. It's one of those things where you got to bet on yourself and win every time. That's how you're going to get to the end and win. Now, as far as people wanting other people out, you know, Gabe wants Jeannie out. Teeny wants Jeannie out. Sam, Teeny, Andy, they want to get out Gabe. They recognize that he's the leader of the Tuku. And that had to be coming up like pretty much since the merge. Nothing really happened unless Gabe was going to let it happen with the Tuku tribe. And that's probably why they're able to get Saul out, because Jeannie, she recognized that, was able to persuade Gabe, hey, you 4 and me, let's get Saul out, you know? So that's in itself kind of not a good spot to be in. It's nice for Gabe as long as you win, because then people are going to fall in line and vote with you. You're able to lead them, and that's 4 votes. Then you just have to convince one more person. And I'm sorry, but that one person has to recognize, I got a lot of work if I want to get Gabe out or any of the Tukus out. So, The thing is, I feel like Gabe got a little bit too comfortable. He's like, if I can just make it through this one, I got this in the bag. And so it's almost like counting your gold before you've done the work. And so, yeah, he just got a little bit ahead of himself. Jeannie, on the same hand, recognizes that she's bloomed, if you will, a little too early and painted a huge target on her back. And I thought last week it would be between Sam and Gabe, but it really came down to Gabe and Jeannie. And because people recognize those threats. And so, yeah, Gabe goes home. And it was interesting during Tribal because the edit shows Genevieve multiple times just looking miserable in the rain, but she only had to answer one question. Gabe answered 3. And so you kind of knew it wasn't going to be Genevieve just based off that edit. Like, she just wasn't talking enough, and Gabe was talking a lot more. And Gabe has said that during camp, he'd be talking, laughing, joking, telling stories. And then at Tribal, he'd flip a switch and kind of be like more serious and eloquent. And that kind of probably bit him in the butt as well. So yeah, there goes Gabe. And he says he'll be back. Lots of people probably have wanted to come back and never did. But I don't know. I mean, possibility. It's always a possibility. Will he come back for 50? Who knows? Who knows? I personally like Gabe. I thought he's a fun player, a fun character. So next week, immunity challenge with the rope. And then you get this alliance of 5, Teeny, Andy, Rachel, Sue, and Carolyn. And so, yeah, you got Sam, Kyle, and Genevieve on the outside. Is that 5 really going to stick together, though? Probably not. I mean, these people have been all over the place. Yes, Sam has screwed over Rachel. Genevieve has screwed over Teeny. Sam has also screwed over Andy. Sue and Carolyn don't like Kyle, I guess. So, I don't know. Once again, I feel like the misfits are coming together. Can they stay together? Who knows? Depends on who wants to really further their agenda and who can really be most persuasive. Oh, also, Gabe persuading Sam with a shot and dart, I think is more the social aspect. Like, I don't want to keep rice from these people. It wasn't so much Gabe persuading him. Anyway, can those 5 stick together and make it to the end? Maybe. But I don't see any of them beating Kyle in any challenges, so what are you going to do? Anyway, yo ho ho, let me know what you think and who's going to go home next week. Personally, I think Genevieve is going home next. That's just my thoughts. Because I don't see Kyle losing. He's not going home. So I think Genevieve's going home next. Later.